afternoon baseball here on the show. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Nationals baseball starts right now. Patrick Corbin gets the ball for Washington in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Tomas Nido is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Hard on the ground towards short, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
In now, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Good downward movement fooled him there. 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around it?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Zips it to Castro for 1. Over to Bell for the double play. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. If you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
Now here's the first offering. Jeff McNeil stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. Now it'll be Washington's turn in a scoreless ball game.
しかもね、やっぱ守る位置、鉄じゃないとね、エラーしまくりで大変です。前の試合とか違うとこ守らしとったらエラーしまくっとったから。守れる場所ならいいんですけど、守られん場所をやらすと、ほぼエラーします。ワシントン・バイデン。
These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him, and to boot, the defense was on its heels.
And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game.
あれだけちょっと変えますか。これですな。これちょっとオフにしますわ。
Everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Luis Garcia comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
守るという感じですな。別に前からやり方でやっとったからね。
That misses wide. One ball and one strike. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him 1 and 2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Strike to even the count. 1-1.
88 on a changeup. I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Hit back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. There's one. Save. So now here is Kyle Schwarber. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Now here's the first offering.
その人どこの人でしたっけ？東京の人ですか？
The 1-0. Finds the zone.
名前はよく聞くんですけど。
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Seared down the first baseline.
埼玉から出たんですか。えらい遠いですな。
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. One left for Washington. Still no score.
玉国ですか。
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits. First pitch of the AB on its way. And that misses for ball one. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Turner is there. He's got it one away.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And I'm focusing on outfielder Juan Soto today. Obviously, the bat plays. We've seen it a time or two. This guy can go line to line with the quickness and go deep in a hurry. But defensively, he makes the game look easy as well, and a strong arm to back it up.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Alonso swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was taken in the second round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Misses, ball two. No score here as we play inning number two. Don't quite know where that one is.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. So next to bat will be Michael Conforto. His career batting line with Patrick Corbin. He's hitting .360. He's also hit 5 out of the park against him. So keep your eyes on this matchup. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Conforto behind the ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So that'll bring up Josh Bell. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. First pitch on its way. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Here's Starlin Castro, as he'll take a breaking ball too low and it's 1-0.
甘い部分あるじゃないですか。あれ結構袋にへばりついてる。
Carrasco pauses. Here it comes. Oh, that's off the plate. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away.
でも忘れた頃にちょこっと店頭に並ぶかもしれないですね。あれがまたうまいですよね。
In there and he's ahead 0-2 now.
結構袋にへばりつくん
wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch and strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Victor Robles digging in now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here comes the 0-1. Hanging curveball taken though for a second strike. Castro leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Skied into very shallow right. Martinez is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Nationals leave one. Will move to the third with no score. Top of the third set to get underway, and up next will be the right-handed hitting Jose Martinez. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Corbin has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. The windup and the 0-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command, and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
カレーやらお好みとかも売ってんですけど、カツ丼が一番うまい。
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Pitch on the way. Kevin Pillar comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Carlos Carrasco. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a flare out toward right center. And Castro will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
野球の話なんかやったくしない。
Bottom of the third now, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Patrick Corbin. First pitch on its way. 0-1 pitch on its way. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Fought off the plate as it's chopped foul.
まあ一般発売火曜日ですからね。
The 1-1 home. Popped him up. Alonso has a play. 2 gone.
Third baseman number 2.
Riding in now for the Nats, Luis Garcia, 1 for 1 with a single so
外
far.
人さんが来ましたね。Y って書いてますけど、Y ってどういう意味ですか？
Man, this pitcher is on right now,
なんかのやつ
pounding
で
the
すか？
zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, with 2 outs in the
Yankees
number 2
の
hole,
Y
you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Swing and a miss, and that's
お
out
ー、
number
中つ
3.
いてた。
Nationals gone in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless.
で、卵の Y。ヤクルトの Y じゃないんですか。
New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Tomas Nido.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The windup and the 0-1. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
あ
Now another 1-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fouled away. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Up next, Jonathan Villar, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here. Now here's the first offering. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Turner loves it. The second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. There are 2 away now.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you could definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
So here's Jeff McNeil. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
完璧でしたね。
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor, as he will look at a first-pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
それは別にね、4チームでやってるから。
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Two balls and a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
2-1 on its way.
うわ
Good
ー、
breaking ball there, laid off for
あ
the
れがま
second
た入っ
strike.
てるっていうのがね。
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Mets strand one. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no
回復
score.
してるから。
Here now is Juan Soto. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
完全にもう
Set and the pitch.
抑えられてました。
No balls and 1 strike. And it's fouled away. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
After multiple
このバッ
pitches
ター
will
なん
foul
かや
off, it
たら
gets a
ね
little
歯が
disappointing
ね
as a
本
pitcher.
当に
So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Brings it in, standing inside the coach's box for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
Next to hit is Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Ball 1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Popped him up. Lindor in foul ground. Oh, and he misses it.
あーチャー取ってない。
The 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
なら、なんか Amazon からメールが来ま
And
し
this
た
is
ね。
taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a
メジャ
2-out
ー
base
買いな
runner
さい
here
みたい
after
なメー
all.
ル来まし
Well,
たね。
they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
So here's Starlin Castro. Now the first pitch. A ball and
う
no
わ、入っ
strikes.
てないんかい。
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there.
今の位置やったら
Bell
当
is
たらん
off
で
at
すよね。
first with 2 away. Now a swing, and he gets him to
あ
pop
あ、
it
入
up
ると。
in there.
そ
A
の
base
まま
hit.
入る。ああ、なんか、やばいと思う。
Bell is on his way home. And he's in safely to third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
This ball is getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded, but the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
At the plate now, Yan Gomes, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty at strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
この間は
1 and
遅くま
1.
で
Here it is.
お疲れ様でし
In
た。
front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
4時までやってましたからね。
The set and the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. We're through 4. It's now 1-0 Washington.
あの時間やったら寝てまいますよね。やりながら半分寝てましたからね。
And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the AB now. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and two.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. First time up, he went down looking.
スイング取られるんですよね、なんか。そこまで振ってないと思う。
0-1, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And there are 2 away now.
Now back, the right fielder, Jose Martinez.
Now at the plate is Jose Martinez, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes the count.
あとはこの審判の癖もね、かなり
Hit
強
hard
い
on
か
the
ら。
round to second. Castro has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Nationals lead it 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Victor Robles. First delivery to him. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off, and they start to go more ambush tactics.
Into the box now, Patrick Corbin. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. And he will make a quick basket catch behind the plate for the first out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Trey Turner. He flew out in his last AB. Carrasco pauses. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer?
The 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Ready with the 1 and 2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. And stepping in, Luis Garcia. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. Nothing in 1.
新しいヘッドセットで聞くとめちゃくちゃ臨場感あるらしいです。
A runner on first with 2 away.
プレステ5用の
Runners off for second. That's a strike to throw down. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
I like the decision to steal right there, and it worked out. With 2 outs, there's not a lot to lose if you get caught, but if you get there successfully, all of a sudden you're just a single to the outfield from pushing a run across.
Oh, and 2. Here it is. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and McNeil will put it away to retire the side. 1 left for Washington, but they lead it 1-0.
歓声がすごいらしい。
Now it'll be Kevin Pillar. They'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the pitcher, Carlos Carrasco.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Carlos Carrasco. Flew out last time up. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Oh, man, was that a hack? He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
黄色いコントローラーかっこいいですね。
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Stepping in now, Tomas Nido, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's a swing and a bouncing ball hit to Turner. It's short. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0.
もう一色のなんか赤と黒が混じったようなあれはそうでもないですけど、あのレモン色はいいです。
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Juan Soto.
アマゾンで予約やってましたよ。
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Hit high and deep to left field. A ball that's carried. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And the Nationals come out flying. It's a leadoff triple.
This thing had a chance to get out of here as it headed deep to left center, but it stays in the park, banging high off the wall. The runner has to play in front of him, so he sees they're going to have some trouble getting it back in, and he motors round second into third for the triple.
頭から突っ込んでまいりました。さすがにもう変えましょうかね。
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Trevor May takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 65.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Boy, you know, in today's game, hero pitches are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you. Here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. Schwarber gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will kick off the base of the wall. Schwarber rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Starlin Castro is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Pilar. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's one away now. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Now to bat, Yan Gomes. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Swings through it for strike number 2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Into the box, Victor Robles, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a ground ball for VR at shortstop. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full. Nationals on top, 3-0. Digging in will be Jonathan Villar. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Now to the plate, here is Jeff McNeil. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch.
1-0. This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. This one's flared off to the right side. Castro onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So here's Francisco Lindor now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business. But
there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Mets will cut the deficit now to 3-1. Here's Pete Alonso. He'll swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. The 1-1 home. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2.
Wow.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And it's fouled away. And another foul ball.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Nationals 3 and the Mets 1. Josh Harrison is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0.
Hey. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
やたら腹の虫が鳴いてますね。
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Here now is Trey Turner. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Up next for the Nationals, the third baseman, Luis Garcia.
And now, Luis Garcia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
The 0-1. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan.
In now, Juan Soto, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And there's ball 1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
2-1 to count. Harrison over at second. Garcia at first. 1 gone. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Harrison throws the corner and is headed home. And a relay home. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run.
Baseball 101 at its finest right there. Just a beautiful example of a well-executed relay play to nab the runner at the plate.
うわーお、ミッションアウトでしたね。まあどっちにしろ変えましょうか。
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. 8th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 4 and the Mets 1. Tanner Rainey will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Now at the plate here is Michael Conforto. His prior history in this matchup, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. A ball and a strike.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Rainey stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he fouls this one off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
So now to the plate, Jose Martinez. No balls and a strike to count. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
To the left side, but it's well foul. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate now is Kevin Pillar. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
If we look at the initial angle and the first step quickness, he was off just a bit, and it cost him. That ball's a double because he didn't get off the box quick enough.
これは代打ですな。
Dominic Smith will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 2, Dominic Smith.
First offering on its way. Ball one. Lifetime in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Pilar at second with 2 down. That's by him for strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Wander Suero trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Stepping in once again is Tomas Nido. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Swing and a liner. Oh, he has some trouble with it. And the run is in to score from second.
取られるかなと思ったけど落ちましたね。ランナーはまあこのままでいいでしょう。
Now into the box, Jonathan Villar. And a big at bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
なんとか守れはしますね。
Luis Guillorme will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
そうかき混ぜといてや、ちょっと作っといてやみたいな。
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
よっし
Hard
ゃ
hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a
け
base
ど
hit.
これ
He'll
はちょ
come
っと
home
や
with
ばい。
it.
これはやばい。う
And
わ
he's
あ、
out.
これもね。
Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. An absolute dime to the plate for the final out. Certainly worth another look. More to come on the show Sunday
取れる
baseball
ことなく
after
来ま
this.
したね。
Luis Guillorme will stay in the
完
ball
璧
game
に
as
捉
a
えたんですよ
shortstop.
ね。捉えたけど
Edwin Diaz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
返球がもう完璧でしたね。
Ready now is Josh Bell. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
The first baseman, Josh Bell.
大丈夫そう。55。スタートに6。 サンドかショートだけ。で、ショート変えて、セカンド。で、この人、セカンドに変えといて、で、サードで、これでいいでしょう。
Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Lindor shading to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
ちゃんとね、守れること守っておかんと、エラーだらけになる。
Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
So next to hit is Starlin Castro. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Now here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike one. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Got him to go down swinging there. Starlin Castro becomes out number 2 this inning. Into the box now, Yan Gomes, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. He's gone 2 for 5. That swung on and missed, and we're even at 1-1.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period, the end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
The 1-2. Fouled off.
Gotta believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's gonna have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
And even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Gotta do better to at least entice a swing.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and threw the walk.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
Gomes, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Fouled away.
完全にフォール球でした。
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Ryan Zimmerman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 11, Ryan.
And now the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls in the
球は
strike.
速いんですよね。
And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
ready with another 0-2.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Brad Hand comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 52.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
0-1 the count. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Now here's the pitch. Francisco Lindor is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Here comes the 1-0. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time.
Power はでもあるからね。打率がでもめっちゃ悪いんですよね。まあでも変えときましょうかね。まあ、一塁は守れるから。4割バッターやからね。
J.D. Davis will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 28. J.D. Davis.
Now here's the first offering. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Lindor leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Here comes the 1-2.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Short. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out. Striding in is Michael Conforto, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Brandon Nimmo will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Now the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Runner in scoring position with two gone. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
4-2 the final score today. The Washington Nationals took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Patrick Corbin earns his first win of the season. Brad Hand closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Washington Nationals, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Mets, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
さすがに2連勝ストップです。連勝というか負けてたんですね。あ、そっか、サヨナラで負けてたんか。ってことは連敗です。サヨナラで負けてたんですから。次はフィリーズ。スタンドで加山雄三が流れとる。まあまだまだね、始まったばっかだね。ああ、フィリーズと同じ。アストロズ4連勝です。やりますね。加山雄三やった。さすがアストロズ。さあ終わりましょう。目の加山雄三さんですか。加山アストロジーです。 さあ、では。